All right, well, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. Looking at a no-lander. One land. I mean, Flare Denial with one land. We could literally not draw another land the whole game with the way that this deck plays. Um, but Slivers, man, playing some viewer-submitted deck, Sliver Tribal. I think this is basically a mull to 5 because we don't have. There's no way we can get this Storming High pool out. So I think we have to mulligan and hope to find 2 lands. All right, there's our second land. Put this on the bottom. That on the bottom. And we will get the party started. Yeah, even on the play, we've just been not too impressive. Striking Sliver. Roll to 5 with a Sliver deck is brutal. However, we're only playing 18 lands, and we could be stuck on mana the entire game, one land the entire game, and then we're also not playing Magic. So it's at least this we have a hope of chaining together finding a couple more slivers in the next few draw steps that lets us advance our board. But also that's one of the weaknesses of the deck. I mean, we don't have card draw really, and Gale Rider Sliver. That's good. Diffusion Sliver is one of our best slivers. Everything you're seeing right now, Striking Sliver, whatever. First Strike's not bad, of course, but taxing our opponent, giving our opponent our slivers evasion, giving them some kind of reach. That's the recipe where you want to chip in some early damage, slam a couple of these. This helps protect to keep chipping in the damage, then slam a few of these kind of, I would guess you call them finishers in the sliver world, flyers and drain, and then win that way. But then the problem with many problems with slivers, but one of the problems with this is the sideboard hate. There's going to be a lot of sweepers. And we do have some counter magic in the sideboard, but we don't have that much. Alright, so is this Domain? Because Domain don't care about slivers until we give them flying, I guess. So leeching, if we find a land, we can double sliver. And I think that's one reason I would play more than 18 lands. Yeah, flooding out hurts, but we want to be able to do 2 things in a turn later. Either to rebuild after a sweeper or to just straight up close out the game by doing a couple things. Oh, it's got flying. Well, Slivers, you had a nice run. You had a nice run. We did find a land. However, we cannot cast both of these things. Yes, we can, because that's a sliver. Duh. Okay, my Sliver Hive. We can certainly cast our slivers. It's only, I'm still learning the deck. Still learning the deck. Okay, opponent, would you like to attack with your 4/4 into our wall of flying slivers? I dare ya. If we draw a predatory sliver, then we're hitting for 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 in a turn. So, I mean, there is a world in which we can close out this game even against a Scion of Draco on turn 2. And our opponent knows it too. So whenever a creature without flanking blocks a sliver, the blocking creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Boom, shakalaka, baby. Menace would be so much better in this spot, obviously. You can't stop that. We all have first strike too, so there. And that's another reason. Alright, the slivers. Can we dodge spot removal? Probably not. I mean, our army of 1/1s. Predatory sliver off the top, please, deck. No spot removal from our opponent who plays Domain, which is like full of lightning bolts and Leyline bindings and other nonsense. So they kill the diffusion sliver, and then the rest is history, basically. What do you go for, though, here? Probably here, and then you bolt that. Well, now you get rid of the first striker, and then you can start attacking willy-nilly. So what's happening here is they're trying to set us up, right? If we block here, all four, right? And then they just kill this, then they wipe our board. So we will just be taking 4. With 6 cards in hand, there's no way. The main always plays another Leyline binding. There's always another one back there somewhere. And or lightning bolt. The flood. The flood is real, folks. And now if they lightning bolt the Gale Rider Sliver, they can just block. Man, if only this was a draining gain, life would be so much better. Yep. And then they block. Here, probably. Yep. And then they take 2 down to 10. And we are left almost dead. I mean, slivers have gotten a little bit of the Modern Horizons treatment, Cloud Shredder Sliver, which is a great sliver. 2 mana flying, hey, it gives everything flying in haste. Like, that is the power creep. But they still just can't compete in today's world of like this. I don't think they can. I also really prefer Collected Company over Aether Vial. I think Aether Vial on turn 1, this is my thought, right? I've lost Aether Vial. It's a powerful card. Maybe I just don't like it, and I'm not very good at playing it. But you're playing an aggressive deck. You want a turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature, so forth, in my opinion, to put pressure on your opponent. And then you want a way to catch back up. And Aether Vial automatically slows you down. That's an interesting one. Oh, it's a 4/1 is why. It just slows you down, right? You end up playing a 2-drop on turn 2 and you don't do anything, and then you flash inside. I think it runs contrary to the aggressive strategy. And then Collected Company, you have that early aggression, and then you can Collected Company when you hit 4 mana to try to catch back up if after a sweeper, or to find something to protect if they're doing spot removal. But yes, in general, I think that slivers are just underpowered in today's world. I mean, look at this. Like, we're on turn 6. We flooded out. There's a flyer. We need a much bigger board to have a chance. Alright, well, we'll play one more. See what we find. Really good at drawing lands in our 18 land deck. I think maybe this is a matchup for Harmonic Sliver. Can dismember. Change the equation. Force negation out. They do play a lot of spot removal. For Hive Pool, I'm gonna leave it in because I want to see it. I want to see if it ever has. I mean, I've taken it out a lot and I don't ever do anything with it. Aether Vials. There we go. I've been complaining about you. We're taking you out. I might be regretting that decision later, but we also multiply. Okay, well, this is a no cavern, but that's alright. This is better. Hopefully they don't have a ley line. they have a ley line. Whew, we're already going to be under so much pressure and probably dead. Okay, so we have things we want to do. Not on turn 1, unfortunately, but Hollow Fountain into Sliver Hive, into Cloud Shredder Sliver, or Diffusion Sliver, I suppose, is first. Realm Walker to help dig for more. And this is all assuming our opponent doesn't do that, followed by a Draco on turn 2. Or multiple Leyline bindings, now that all their lands are the same. We'll slow them down a little bit with this Diffusion Sliver. Alright, is this the moment? I left you in for a reason. Is this the game where we see Thrumming Hive Pool lead us to victory? So, Double Strike and Haste. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each sliver you control. So next turn, if we draw 1 drop, we'll have 3 slivers and can cast it on turn 4. I mean, they're off to a slower start, so that's something. They're probably also just like, well, we have some sweepers. This at least has a 2/3. Doesn't die to Pyroclasm. Harmonic Sliver. Cool. I can get rid of that Leyline. A little awkward because next turn we could just run out the Thrumming Hive Pool. But getting rid of this Leyline seems really good, especially if they... I don't know what they do here. What if they Pyroclasm? Then we play Harmonic Sliver. When this permanent enters, destroy target artifact. Yes, okay, well. I think we run out Harmonic Sliver. Maybe we get lucky and find a 1-drop on the top. We don't even have to do combat damage. We do not, however, have any... We don't have a Cavern, so this could just get countered. Leyline Binding, paying the extra. So I think this is not bad for us. So I think what we're going to do is Harmonic Sliver, destroy this, get the Diffusion Sliver back, destroy that. Striking Sliver. All the slivers are coming together. Alright, so we'll do white, green, colorless, blow up that. Yep. Blow up that. Play that off the top. See what we find. Leeching Sliver. Alright, things are coming together. Our opponent maybe has a Pyroclasm. We hope not. However, we have had a pretty good turn there, answering their Leyline of the Guild Pack plus their Leyline Binding to slow them down a little bit. Hopefully they're not going to just... Now they're going for all of their... Pyroclasm. I'd be so sad. At least we still get to keep that, right? Tribal Flames. Have to pay the 2. Can we win on this turn, though? I don't think so. I really want to play this Thrumming Hive Pool. So if we do Leeching Sliver, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 down to 4. If we do 1, 2 to get the Cloud Shredder Sliver down. 1, 2, 3, that would give us 4 mana. Alright, Thrumming Hive Pool, this is your chance. Can we kill you? I think we might actually win here with the double strike. Oh, that's what happens when you don't do math. Woo! Oh man, I can't believe Thrumming Hive Pool. All right, I mean our plan worked. I can't believe it though. I just can't believe it. I cannot believe it. All right, so our sideboard plan came into Harmonic Sliver, did what it was supposed to do, answered the problematic cards that they have. Hive Pool, Thrumming Hive Pool, coming down, giving everything haste and double strike. Woo, Xaxes. Totally knew that was going to happen too, by the way. Change the equation feels maybe like it's not. And we're going to keep it in. All right, let's run it back. I cannot believe that worked. All right, I mean, I fully expect us to get steamrolled in Game 3, but I'm always going to love Game 2. This is where the jank really makes you happy. All right, we're keeping. We got the Harmonic Sliver. We got a 1-drop, 2-drop. We have our best 2-drop probably. I mean, we have everything we want if we can not get got by a super fast start from them. Harmonic Sliver, man, is really what a power. We saw the power. If that's the kind of hand our opponent keeps, I think we might be okay. If, however, they keep if they have a turn 2 Draco slash any sort of big guy, we might be in trouble. This does destroy artifacts, so it can get the Draco. Mutavault. Not being on the play though. They could have a turn 2 Draco and we'll be in trouble. We'll take a hit. Yep, I'm gonna try to keep the board clean. Down to 4 cards. I mean do they have it all on their roll to 6? They found their Leyline. Did they also find something big? We almost prefer Draco given that we have Harmonic Sliver down. However, it might give this thing hexproof. Is that how it? No, is it just creatures? Has vigilance, yep, hexproof, blah 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 blah. The Fusion Sliver, and when they can actually we kind of want them to spend their whole turn Leyline binding, right? We get rid of the Leyline binding, get rid of the Leyline of the guild pack. Take another hit. All right, I mean, we're doing it. We're trying, at least, to do it. This Harmonic Sliver gives me hope. It's our best card against them, so that's one of the things we don't want to see because it's such a powerful card. And it presents a really fast clock that's hard for us to answer. There is a Dismember. That does answer it for 4 at the price of 4 lives. So we need green. Yep, that's our only choice, but it's a good one. It's a good choice for us. We're going to take another hit. We don't have a good follow-up. Man. If we can dodge some removal. If we can untap with this, I like where we're at. Because we can play a land, play a sliver, destroy the scion, dismember at the cost of 9. Whew, almost being dead, actually. So maybe we don't. Maybe we end up having to just go for blocking purposes. Do they have it all? Does our opponent have it all? They had a lightning bolt already. They get another look at it. Yep. Oh, they exiled it, huh? Alright, that thing has trample. We're taking a lot. We could just be dead to tribal flames, I suppose. 7. Yeah, this dismember when you're at 7, it's not looking that good, is it? Okay, well, they do have a lightning bolt, which is good because it's not to our face. They get rid of... Oh, they got rid of that thing. Of course they did. Of course they did. So we can dismember... First strike trample... Go to 3. And then we're going to start chump blocking. Whew, that's a lot of damage. Alright, if we chump, man, we have to... I can't believe they had another removal spell. Like, they're down to 2 cards in hand. They did get a pitch, but holy cow, of course they found another removal spell. But I mean, yeah, anyway, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, they've had 2 removal spells plus 2 of their best threats, plus the Leyline of the Guild Pack on them all to 6. What are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? They didn't even pitch. They just had the lightning bolt. They ate one of our creatures instead. I mean, we needed this to survive. We needed that to live for us to have a chance. And even then, we're not really having a chance. It's a 5/5. I think the only way to survive is to keep our lord around and to find like a cheap sliver, and then we can fire up the Mutavault. And that's assuming that they have 0 things left. Like they go runner on our lands, or they're drawing Leylines or the guild packs, stuff like that. Realm Walker. So double strike and haste, right? What do we want to do? We want probably to... What we're hoping is that our opponent continues to just miss on everything. Oh, great. Our second... Or we just continue to miss on everything. This does allow us to double block and kill. So our opponent has to essentially miss on everything from here on out. And we need to resolve this Thrumming Hive pool in the meantime and start pumping out slivers so that we can... That's our only out. I'm going to try to find an answer. I mean, the good news is if they don't find an answer, they can't kill both of our threats. And they found an answer. Oh, heavens to Betsy. This deck. I mean, We find the Thormine Hive Pool on top of our deck. Our opponent finds another Leyline Binding. We know what we're drawing, and they're going to bolt us. This is insane. All right, for PsychosGaming.com, this is Johnny Psychos. I'll catch y'all on the next one.